So my name is Justin Lafoon, and first of all, congratulations on getting into the MSW program. I think that we certainly have the best MSW program in the state, if not in the southern portion of the United States. So it's certainly one of the most established programs. I myself got my bachelor's degree from Arkansas State University in Jonesboro, and then I was an MSW student here just a few years ago, almost 10 years ago at UALR. So congratulations on doing that. I'll tell you a little bit about what my center does. For some of you who came from the UALR BSW program, raise your hands. Okay, so you guys are already going to know what our center is. Formerly known as the Student Success Center, a lot of you may have been advised by LaShonda Norfolk, who was in our center, and so we do all the pre-admission advising for undergraduate majors, so all the pre-nursing majors, all the pre-social work, anybody who's going to health education, human performance, anybody who's going to do any of the education programs here, they all go through our center for advising. I myself do not do any of the advising or registration. My position is titled Student Support Specialist, so that encompasses a lot of different things. I provide academic support for students in that we have a lot of first generation, non-traditional. We have a lot of people who are coming back to school after they've been out for a long time. They want to seek a second career. So helping them just get adjusted to college life, to university life. And for those first generation students, maybe being somebody who helps them to adjust because their families, nobody has any experience with college. They don't understand what it's like for the student who's coming to school for the first time. I help them with time management. It may be test taking skills or writing skills. And one of the things that you guys, having already gotten your bachelor's degree, you'll have experience with is you've already done some writing and you've taken tests before. So that's not necessarily an issue. But with you transitioning to a graduate level, your writing skills have to increase and grow. And for some of you, that will be an easy transition. For other students, it's not going to be an easy transition. You're going to struggle in the beginning when you have to write your first 20-page paper. And so we have some resources on campus that I want to encourage you guys to take advantage of. We have a writing center here on campus. They won't write your paper for you, but if you take a sample of your work in, or if you take one of your projects in and show it to them, they will go through and help you understand ways to improve your writing skills or to increase the efficiency within that particular project or paper that you might be doing. Some of the other things that I offer for students is financial resources. So helping students find resources that may not be available. A lot of our undergraduate students, they go to school for a long time, and at some point financial aid runs out. So then helping them find the resources that they need in order to continue. Or we've had some students who have gotten all the way to graduation and discovered, oh, they have a class left, or it's their last semester and they had an unexpected cost come up. So we have access to some funds that were part of the donation that was given to the school to fund my position in this new program. So we give out micro grants to students who are eligible, and we have a committee that reviews those grants and approves them. One of the other things that I do is offer emotional support. So Dr. Kirk was here just before me. We have a counseling center, and they are fully equipped to handle anything that you might have going on. But I act kind of like a gateway or a portal to those other services, whether it's the counseling center for students who have a lot of anxiety. If you want to come and stop in and see me first, we might be able to actually knock it out in a couple of sessions and get you back into the classroom. For students who have some long-term issues, then yeah, we transition them to the counseling center and kind of do a soft handoff where I let them know what's going on, and then you can kind of just pick up from there. Also helping students just with adjustment in general, whatever it is. For a lot of you guys, you may be working while you're going to school, you may have a family while you're going to school, or you have other things that are going on, and you may not know where to start. Well, my office is a good place to start because I can get you connected with the resources that we have on campus, including things like health services, and then also helping you get connected with Reed Claiborne and Disability Resource Center. Let me think if there's anything else. Oh, so we also have student success workshops that go on throughout the semester. No, I'm not going to say that you should go to every one of those, but if you know that you're struggling in a particular area, usually there's a workshop that's set up to cover a specific topic or an area of being a college student that can help you to increase those skills. I encourage you to watch for emails from me throughout the semester, and if you see one that you know, oh man, I'm really struggling in this area, then attend that workshop. They're usually about an hour to an hour and a half. They're usually not very well attended, so it would be nice if we could actually get some students to go to some of those. And part of my job is going to be pushing you guys and the undergraduates to attend those workshops and to participate in those things. Other than that, I do have a student that's going to be in the fall and the spring. I'm not going to allow them to see any of you guys because they are a second year. Now, if you ever wanted to talk to somebody for like maybe some coaching on what to look for in the next year, Dana would be a great resource for stuff like that. But as far as like emotional issues or if you're having trouble with the faculty member, that's all going to go through me. And I have handled a lot of that over the last year. So that's what I do. That's what I'm here for. I hope you guys will use me. I hope everybody got a card. If you guys have any questions, there are several different ways to get in touch with me. Oh, extra things. We have a website for the Advising and Support Center, which is what it's called now, and it's on there on the card. There's a way to click on to schedule an appointment that'll take you to our scheduling website that we have, which is the ualr.mywconline.com. And then we also have a self-referral portal on the website that you can just go plug in your information, and then I check that on a daily basis to see who's signed up, or faculty members can also go and refer you guys. All right?
And actually, give me a card. I'm going to scan it and send it to our traditional events.
Take them over there.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
So any questions for Justin? Again, what Justin's doing is an incredibly unique service. And you worked at UAMS right after graduation?
I did. My background has primarily been in psychiatry and in oncology. So I worked for several years, or for a few years at the Arkansas State Hospital, and then moved to the Psychiatric Research Institute at UAMS, and then I went from there to the Myeloma Institute, which is a rare form of blood cancer that they treat at UAMS. The only center in the world actually that's dedicated solely to myeloma treatment.
So this has been kind of an interesting career path, and higher ed is very different from what you've been doing previously.
In some ways, and not in some ways. I think that what I was doing in psychiatry was a totally different world, working with people who had long-term mental health issues. But a lot of the reasons I think that I probably got this job was my work that I did at the Cancer Institute at UAMS was connecting oncology patients with resources, making sure that they had everything they need in order for them to be successful in treatment. And we also had a fund that was donated by a private donor that was set up for our patients, and so I developed the process for that. And so I think that's probably what got me the job, was coming in with this money and setting up a process in order to make sure that students are eligible and that we have a way of doing it in an unbiased fashion so that someone can't come back and say, well, you just need me money because you don't like me.
And you're on the 5th floor, right?
No, on third floor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Floor, yes.
I'm sorry.
So if you come off the elevators, the dean's offices are to the left and our offices are on the right.
And he has a very nice office. It's got lots of natural light. You will see that a lot of our faculty do not have windows in their office. So if you only go over for the natural light.
If you come on the third floor at all, the dean will bring you down and show you my office.
Yes.
Because she trots people through there all year.
Yeah, she's very proud of this program, and Justin appropriately so, because what he's doing is unique to the college, and it's truly in some ways unique to social work. I mean, the fact that he's a social worker, we are very proud of this. In fact, I'm encouraging, as we do our PR, to kind of highlight what Justin is doing as a grad of our program and as a unique thing that makes UALR School of Social Work unique from other programs throughout the South.
Yeah. A lot of schools are going to probably start adopting a model like this. For any of you that might be interested in going into higher education later on, the funding for our public institutions is changing from what it used to be, which was an enrollment-based funding model. So the more number of students you have, the more money the college would get. Now we're changing to a performance-based model that says it's not about just the number of students that are enrolled in the school, but how many students graduate in 4 years and 120 credits, and how many students are getting jobs after they graduate. So it's really more based on, it's an employment-driven model, so that the state is saying, if your school is putting people into the workforce, then we're gonna reward you by giving you an extra amount of funding that you can put into other programs. And if you're not performing as well, they're gonna pull some of your funding and give it to another school who is. So it's gonna be really important to make sure that we're getting students through in 4 years, 120 credits, and that they're getting through those gateway and core courses.
Okay, any questions for Justin?
All right.